Scottish Secretary Douglas Alexander, who suggested that the First Minister, should keep his focus on domestic matters, and said he actually compared Swinney's meeting in the White House with President Trump to, quote, a day trip to Washington. He was fairly dismissive. Has he got a point?
No, he doesn't. And I'll come to that in a second. I want to just point out, though, and pay tribute to Anna Sarwar for a second, because whilst the story was kind of frothing, Anna Sarwar put out a Halloween scary story of Analog John video on social media, which, can I just say, was very effective. It was quite funny. It was well done. Very risky, these things. You can overdo it and quite easily. But I actually thought it was quite effective in terms of highlighting his core messaging about, particularly personal, and John saying that he's past it. SNP's been perfect so long. Look at what's happened to health and all the rest of it. But it was really effective. But then this story quickly came about Douglas Alexander attacking John. I think there was a mention of, just getting photo calls and handshakes and all the rest of it. And I just thought, no, you guys are falling into the trap, because fundamentally people do not care who's standing up representing them, whether it's SNP or Lib. They just want people to do it. And that's what John has done. Firstly, by doing this, making the attack, it gives John the right reply to remind everyone, well, I was just responding to an opportunity that was presented to me by industry, who said that whiskey was not high on the agenda at all in the UK government negotiations back in April. And so I made it a virtue of my discussions with President Trump when he visited Aberdeen. And then he invited me back to the White House, and I made the case again. Again, he's presented himself as a statesman standing up for Scotland. There it is, klaxon for this podcast. And then secondly, it actually undermines, in my opinion, Scottish Labour, because imagine for a second that Anna Sarwar was First Minister and he was making the case to President Trump. Almost suggests that, no, Anna, back in your box, son, we'll deal with that. We're the big UK government. That is exactly the sort of stuff that people don't like, and it's actually what led to the demise of Labour back in 2007